everyone who like wants to get in shape, they tend to make excuses like they don't have enough time. But I literally feel like you literally don't have enough time.
It's
and
brutal.
You still do
I'm fucking dying. You can see bags in my eyes because I was working out like midnight last night. Like some days, like it's just a 15-hour film session. You know, I know Eric's gonna call me, and so I gotta get it in, or or I'm a fucking loser.
You don't have that brutality of your brother walking in and saying, "Oh, how many? 500. You're a fucking loser. 600." And you gotta do it, right? You need that competition amongst men, and you have to find a way to create your reality and make sure it already exists for you.
When I was a young teenager, I was getting no views, had no money, had no equipment. And so for the most part, it was just like, I was just trying to scrounge money so I could buy equipment because I was using my brother's old laptop. And so like my first couple hundred videos, I didn't have a microphone.
But even if I had 1 subscriber, I would be posting just like before, podcasts just like before. I'm indefatigable. I do not give up. I do not get tired. I do not quit. That's what they want. That's what the enemy wants.
After some point, it's just like, you feel like you should quit, but you want it so badly, you just keep going.
It's not an inspiring story until you've succeeded.
Exactly. I know. And so many people say they want to do what I do, but it's like, do you really? Because I literally gave up my entire teenage years before I was 13 till after I was 19. So my whole teenage years were grinding on YouTube. And then other people grind for a year or 2 years or even 3 years, and then they don't make it and they complain. And it's like, I mean, you're just kind of scratching the surface, you know? Like, you got to put in more hours.
Why I think I fight? Do I enjoy it? No. Do I enjoy training? No. Do I enjoy cutting weight? No. Am I nervous? Yes. Do I think to myself, what am I doing? Yes. Completely. And if I don't fight, if I'm not in a situation where I'm stressed or worried or concerned, I'm just perpetually bored. And boredom's crippling. If you're an intelligent person and you've got a good brain on your shoulders, you can't just sit there bored.
I like pushing myself, and I see it as a sport, like going hard in business and building them. Even though it's stressful and it's very difficult, and like sometimes I'm like, you know, you have a mental breakdown. You're like, why am I doing this? Why did I push myself so hard? But then when you're not doing it, you're just depressed.
I think the only thing that could stop me fighting is if I had enough money to constantly entertain myself. Unless I'm a billionaire, I need something that keeps me focused and keeps me occupied in life. With fighting, I have to train twice a day and I have to train hard.
Because if I could wake up, and if I wake up and I try and do that, the anxiety I will have for not doing all the things I could have done will destroy the experience. I'll be sitting there thinking I could have, I should have. I'm at a point now where I'm working for, it's pointless. Money's fruitless, I don't need it. But I can't not do it, I have to. That's why I'm always jetting around the world. I am there, I gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do that, and I'm just, I can't turn it off.
Right, like you have enough money where you just don't have to work anymore, but you keep going because you love it. And I think that's like very few people, like most people, $5–10 million is what they do. Very few people keep going and like want to live that hellish lifestyle where you're on the treadmill and you're just going and going and going, even when you don't have to be.
What do you think about Elon Musk?
Man, I love Elon, and I love that he is a man of purpose, and I have so much respect for men of purpose. Most people who get his kind of paycheck whenever he got it in the 90s just cashed out, hedonism, and bullshit. He decided to risk it all again to try and achieve the most impossible things. That's how you got to where you are. That's how I got to where I am. When you have enough to stop, but you don't stop. For some reason, there's some new mountain to climb. And that is what's beautiful about men as a whole. All of the exploration on the planet, the deep sea, Antarctica, Mount Everest, all of it was a man who had enough and thought, no, I'm going to go anywhere.
That I was given keys to the city of your dreams. I'm more content to walk outside the walls and catch a breeze. I'm more inclined to climb on bio, ride internal seas. I'm more alive to vibe inside a mansion full of trees. I do this for a reason that they can't pretend to glean. I lose myself infused in something more than what they've seen. I'm not a slave to greed, I don't embrace your make-believe. I've never been for sale, no matter what they think I need. So let it be decreed, let this music serve the deed. Let it spread like a disease, let it spawn a noble seed. There's more than meets the eye, there's more than meets the price. If you can't see the sky, there's too much artificial light. I can't predict my path, but they can't fully see my past. I'm running from the flash, but heading straight inside the blast. A mountain full of ego built upon a heap of shit get when you can't fully do the math.
Took many days to film and was very expensive. I'd appreciate it if you subscribe.